Oh, yeah, it's telling me I'm live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my beautiful epic peeps. How are you? Let's get some eyes on us before we continue here. It's been a crazy morning, crazy beautiful. That's what I like to call it. There's a beautiful song, and her name is Tia. Tia, right? Tia, I think. McBride. And one of my favorite songs ever is Crazy Beautiful. So Google that, okay? Tell me, Lisa, can you hear me and can you see me before we continue? We need to get some eyes on us. I have a very, very special guest coming forward today. Before I go through some general housekeeping, this beautiful lady's name is Marina, and I'll bring her forward in a few minutes, just as soon as we can tell if things are happening. Let's see, we have a comment. Here we go. All right. So Lisa can see us. We're good. Who am I? Who is this talking person on your screen? My name is Samantha, and I come to you gratefully on behalf of EPIC. EPIC stands for Empowering People and Inspiring Community. And EPIC Tri County CT is this beautiful, multifaceted community. It's a community of empowerment and inspiration, of business growth, of personal growth, community growth, right? That's what Epic Tri County CT is. How we come to you is through various avenues, one being our beautiful print publication that you see me hold up all the time. This is our July, August. Isn't it gorgeous? Just realized it matches my on guard stickers back here. Didn't even realize. Look at all this orange I got going on. Didn't even know it. That is so cool. So this is our beautiful print publication. Every 2 months, we put these out in the street stores, yoga studios, and now across the country, right? Because local is no longer just local. With the internet and all these beautiful technologies we have, we can go worldwide. So this is the print publication. We also have a social media presence on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, all under Epic Tri County CT. And you can always email me at Samantha at epictricountyct.com. I've been saying we. I do not have a mouse in my pocket, nor do I have to go to the ladies' room. The we that I speak of all the time is Lisa and myself. Lisa is my co publisher and co creator, and without her, none of this would be possible. So please, 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 as she's working so hard every day to bring forth the mission and vision of Epic Tri County, send her some love and some light, all right? Because it's me you see here talking most of the time, but without her, without Lisa, none of this would be possible. So, what's going on, my beautiful peeps? I want to tell you that if you haven't already, checked out our digital, I don't know, copy. Is it a copy? A digital version of our Epic Tri County CT. Just go on to our website, click current issue, and in there you're going to see all this beautiful information. And from there, you can go right to the linked site. So, whether, let's say, I want to just mention Epic Recommends. This is a great section. We feature every issue. We recommend 3 books, 3 movies, and 3 CDs or musical genres. All right. How do we do this? These are books that Lisa and I have read and we can recommend. We have a dose of positivity over here. Let's say over here. We had Dee as a guest for our epic interview. All right. So check out her book, and then you can always go to YouTube and check out her interview. An amazing woman who wears a superwoman cape. That's all I'm going to say about Dee. If she's watching, I got to tell you, I love you, kid. So that is just one feature in this beautiful publication. Please, please, please share. All right, so what's going on? I'm going to bring forward a lady in a moment. Her name is Marina. I didn't even ask her the proper name or her proper pronunciation of her name. We'll have her share that. Marina was a teacher of mine in seminary. I felt very, very blessed to have her guidance. She shared with me her course, Awaken to Your Purpose, and also spiritual, Marina, where is it? Here it is, spiritual marketing and promotion. All right. So I met Marina through seminary. And just in those few short days that we were together for a few hours a day, I learned so, so much about authenticity and being real and showing up as we are. I also learned that she is a woman of determination and dedication to the spiritual activism that she brings forth with such grace and with ease. But also, there's a kick butt side of Marina, all right, that I love, 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 love. She is powerful. She is empowering. She's inspiring. She's a coach, an author, a mom, just all that good stuff. You know what? She is light. That is what Marina is to me. And I hope that you see the same in her. I'm going to bring her forward. So please, 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 my epic peeps, give her some love and some light. Wait till you meet her. Hi.
Hello, Samantha. What an introduction. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That is one thing with the epic interviews. That is one of my favorite parts is being able to go unscripted and in the moment from the center of who I am to bring forward people who have touched my life and I know will touch others. Yeah, so you truly are a blessing. I enjoyed our seminary classes. Um, it was like none other. It felt like I was at a life coaching retreat. And the whole time, yeah, and the whole time I was like earning credits towards ordination. So, yeah, win win. I know a little bit about you, Marina, that you've published a book. How do you pronounce your last name properly?
SHAKOUR HABER.
Okay.
And
Thank
and usually the more complicated name, the SHAKOUR, is with ease, and the HABER, I get a million variations on it. So I don't care, whichever one flows.
Okay. All right. We're a little late connecting, and I usually ask, even if I've known you my entire lifetime, I ask each guest, what is the correct pronunciation of your name? And I didn't get a chance to do that, and I was by no way going to hack it or wing it. So thank you for clarifying that. So you are the owner of DreamWorks, and you've published books, and we're going to
Yeah.
talk about all that great stuff. But as a spiritual activist, as a woman, um, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your journey to where you are today?
Yes, I would love to actually, because it's a journey that we all go through. And it starts with something that's within you. It's a calling. And most of the time we suppress it because it's inconvenient. It does not work with our world because it may not make money. So I always saw myself as a child of speaking publicly, of being on a stage, of helping people. And it just didn't work. And writing, and it didn't work. Those three things put together, there was just no coherence to it. I started a career in healthcare. I supplied nurses, which was part of my why, helping other people to feel good and to do good towards others. When that stopped, and there was a divine intervention that it had to stop because I had to get on this path. Was it easy? No. No, definitely not. But it is in the challenge and in our perseverance throughout the challenge where we become who we are and who we are meant to be. And that is exactly what happened to me. And with every step, strangely or not so strangely, I found the right book, the right message, the right people. And the more I let go, the more I surrender, the more it happens. And I just become accepting of what is. So I did follow the path of writing the book, Dream a Better Dream. Then I became a success coach, Jack Canfield's success principles, because they appeal to me. It works for me. Universal principles works for me. And because I have that balance of the spiritual, but with your feet definitely on the ground, because we are spiritual beings in a physical experience. Then I created group coaching. Reverend Sally Knuckles and I last March, started our Sunday event, Spiritual Activism, which I learn as much, I hope, as our guests and members do. It's fabulous. And then I started writing my second book, Your GPS to Happiness, which I believe has a great appeal to people who need some guidance to get from where they are to where they want to be by finding themselves, becoming who they are, applying the things you need to do to have higher thinking. I'm not going for the material, but for gratitude, for forgiveness, for a greater understanding, for soul purpose. So that's the journey of my book and really my life.
I love it. I love it. And the GPS, your GPS to happiness. Do you have an acronym for GPS that you use? I know that or is it just GPS?
It's just really it's a navigation to take you, because it's really, and as I'm going through, which I didn't know would become probably the conclusion of my book, through a stage in my life where I'm suddenly find myself in a situation that I did not anticipate, and yet it was to be anticipated. When we go through a divorce, we know somewhere along the line that things are not well. But when it happens, we go, oh, I didn't think this would happen. So this happens to us a lot of times with our businesses. Then we wake up and we say to ourselves, what am I to do now? You have to know where to go to. So you have to figure out the first what matters to you. And so I find myself again and again going through this process. And for that, you need a GPS. How do you set a GPS? You have to put a destination in. How would you like to travel? The scenic route or the fast route? Or anything?
Right.
So that's why I chose GPS.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for explaining that, because it really is a navigation tool, and we all need them. We
Yes.
get in our car to go across the state, we plug in the destination, and it gives us the route that is going to get us there the fastest and the safest, and yada yada yada. So by you being a bringer of a tool that is going to help people to navigate through life, with all the twists and turns, and yes, dead ends. Dead ends aren't necessarily a bad thing, but they're there. So I can't wait. Do you have a date approximately? Anything? I know it's hard to say as a writer and as getting it published, but what are you looking at as far as having this book available?
I am determined to have it out by the end of this year. It's a tight schedule, but I have to hold myself accountable to tight schedules. Otherwise, I end up in La La Land, which is, nice, but not so good.
I go there. I go
Yeah.
there. One thing that Epic has taught me, being a publisher and a co-creator of this publication, is that sense of I mean, like the word deadline. We tried to find another word for it, but really that's what it is. That it has to be done by this date, and being accountable for that wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy. Late nights, but something that when your heart and soul is invested in the journey,
Yeah.
then it's a little bit easier to make the uh, sacrifices,
Yeah.
to make it
And you
happen.
know what? Your inspiration is on fire.
Yes.
There's a change, there's a shift when you must get something done, because you open up and it comes flooding in. So there's a great advantage to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I found that, and even when I was younger, before I started on this, my soul path, I felt very blocked the majority of my life. So grateful for the opening, and the traumas that created that. Before that, I would be a master procrastinator. Um, and I had trouble really getting things done to completion. I still have to say I do procrastinate a bit, but the inspiration and the opening happens much easier. I can feel it, just like you said, it just opens up and everything
Yeah.
comes through.
Yeah.
That's when we know, and I know that we're in alignment with our true purpose and going
Yes.
in the direction that our GPS
Yeah.
is taking us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay. Oh my goodness. So you say that public speaking. Um, Tell us a little bit about your coaching programs, how speaking works into that, and how you can help individuals and groups through that service you offer.
Well, I started public speaking when I published my first book, and I was really, not that I was terrible at it, but I was so nervous that it was my voice had this, I called it my shaky voice syndrome. And but it helped me. So I started to my journey on Toastmasters, and it helped me to improve speaking. It helped me to improve writing. It helped me to improve thinking, because you have to narrow your thoughts down. So that helped me also write a better program. My group coaching program is all about helping my clients to find their happiness. There are so many things that happen to us in our childhoods that cause us that it holds us back. We don't realize it, we are in denial of it. And it doesn't matter if you have the greatest childhood, there is something that happens to each and every one of us that we probably most likely do it to ourselves. I have to say that because we are born into a physical environment that runs on negativity. Therefore, we are, when we get around the age of 4 or 5, the I am not enough syndrome comes up. And it is that we have to understand that that occurs to everyone, and we can overcome that, but we have to do it consciously. That's the first part of my coaching, is to really pivot that around, to change our mindset that we are divine beings. We are a spark of divine grace of God. There is nothing that we cannot do unless we say we can't do it by our belief system. So that's the foundation of what I do. And throughout the course, then I go on, we need to learn to do the things we do better, with greater ease. And then, as I said, I help people to understand fundamentals that make your life better. Forgiveness is a huge fundamental knowledge that we must have. Forgiving ourselves. Gratitude in the worst scenarios in life. Find something to be grateful for. Why? It makes your day better. You're not focusing on the things that you cannot control, that are in free fall. You're focusing on the one thing that pulls you out. Those are the things that I talk about, because I believe that when you do that, you become a happier person. You raise your vibrations. And when you do that, our collective consciousness goes up, and we change this world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I believe that also. And
Yeah.
just, the course, it's hard for me to even say course, but the class that we took together, the time we spent together during seminary, Awaken to Your Purpose, and also the spiritual marketing and promotion. I've been part of coaching programs, all great in their own way, but I had serious aha openings when I was engaged in your energy and we were working together and playing together, really. I have some notes over here. We're going far with those. They're not, how long ago? They're still right here in my top shelf. That's how important they were. Which, please, if anybody is interested that's watching now or that'll watch the replay, please reach out to Marina. We've shared her information throughout the comments. Just go back into the comments. If you're looking for any type of coaching, whether individual or group, go on and purchase her book, Dream a Better Dream Now. The website is dreamabetterdreamnow.com. You can find out more about Marina there. Also, the book, how to purchase it. I can say from personal experience that this woman has changed my life and continues to change my life. I'm really excited about the spiritual activism group as things begin to shift within me and around me. I hope to become a lot more active in that group, proactive in that group, and helping you and Reverend Sally share the message that comes through the spiritual activism. Can you talk a little bit about that? We're already 21 minutes in, and before you do, I have to give a shout out to my beautiful daughter Sabrina, who I know is watching. Today's her day off, so she gets a chance. And I see you, little girl, and I love you so, so much. And this woman here is that we're talking to, Marina. Listen to her, little girl. Listen to her. All right. I love you, Sabrina. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to say that. I,
You have to do those things.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I love my girl. Love my boy too, but there's something, my girls. Yeah. And I'll call you after this, Serena. But anyway, can you talk a little bit about that spiritual activism group and how that is accessible to everybody?
We are every Sunday we go live on Zoom at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or daytime, whatever it is, 12:15 it is. It's a free Zoom. You can find it through our spiritual activism group on there's the website. It's Spiritual Activism Group, and there's also on Facebook. I didn't write down the number, but I'm happy to share it with you. And every Sunday we have a speaker. Once a month I speak, and once a month my partner, Reverend Sally Knuckles, speaks. And when I go on, I research my subjects that I speak on. I buy the books, I read my material, I come to the conclusions that I'd like to share. And I myself have to say, I learn as much from it as I hope that the audience learns. And what our intent is, and really it is my intent, is to help people get through these challenging times, because we are not through it by a long shot. And the only way to get through what is occurring now is by keeping ourselves uplifted and enlightened. And there is something that we need to learn throughout this experience, and that is we cannot change this world unless we change our mindset. We can change everything that is occurring now by changing how we feel, what we believe in, by what we do. We can change everything, but it starts with us at our heart space, not head, heart.
That's it. That's it. Now, Marina, I'm putting the Facebook page up here that Lisa so graciously typed in. Is this the spiritual activism
Yes,
Facebook?
that
Lots of love
is.
and light. Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Perfect. And I think it's so exciting. I go ahead and I usually print out the calendar. I haven't done August yet, but I usually have it here. And there's all types of subjects that are spoken on. I know this week, I believe, is Reverend Diane Reese. She's speaking
Yes.
on the Gnostic, Jesus and Mary, the concept around that. I've seen Akashic records. You've had world-renowned mediums, physical mediums. As Kai was on.
Yeah.
So really, it is. I feel that spiritual activism group is a beacon. It's a beacon, and it is. The way that I tell people about it is a judge-free zone, right?
Yes. Yes.
For the curious, for the I don't even like to call beginners on the journey, newbies, whatever, and also people who have been on this spiritual journey and soul purpose path, finding it for their entire life. There's something for everybody. There's
Yes.
something for everybody in the spiritual activism group. And we've posted again in the comments all the links to these beautiful resources that Marina brings to us, all with the love and the light. You were one of my favorite teachers. I can't wait to take
Thank
more
you.
classes. You really were. We had so much fun, and she was outside.
That's the key. Have fun.
Have fun, right? Have fun, play, right? We forget to play. We forget to play as adults, and that's one thing. I have 4 beautiful grandchildren, and actually, I have 5 because a little puppy I consider my baby too. But they help to remind me to play. They help to remind me to play. It's so, so important. And also being creative, utilizing creative outlets, whether it be through writing, drawing, painting, whatever it is, that's another.
Whatever it is that makes you happy. Yep.
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to, is being happy. I see behind you beautiful palm trees reflecting. You're in Florida, yes?
Yes. Florida.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes.
Oh my goodness. I love Florida. Couldn't live there,
Yeah.
I don't think. Um, just because I like the changes in the season, but it
Yeah.
is one of my favorite places to visit. I hope to be out to see you. Um,
Hope so too.
yeah, in Reverend's Alley. Absolutely. Can't wait. So already the 25 minutes, half hour is already ticked away. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me here for our community and for our world, really. Um, I think you're absolutely brilliant. I'm going to continue to share your message through our Epic platform and through just connecting with people. I believe that spiritual activism group and you, Marina, are beacons. You're a beacon, and I want to
Appreciate it.
help you to shine.
Thank
Definitely,
you.
you do. Well, you're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. And to all my beautiful epic peeps that are watching now and that are watching this recording, as we go into the weekend, please, please, please remember to play. Remember to play and have fun. You know, just do it. Just do it. All right. Be safe at whatever you do. You know, be mindful, be kind. All right. Be back next week because we're going to have special guests. We're going to have some cool things going on, and be you. All right. So it is always, always, always with love and light that I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And peace out, Epic Scouts. Love yous. Bye.